No, not right now.
I don't.
We can have stickers in a little bit, okay?
I want stickers up here.
We gotta save those ones.
No, we don't have to. No, we don't. Because I gotta get some stickers out of paper.
Good morning. It's morning. It's like dark 30 right now. I think it's like 5:45 or so. Getting an early start today because I got stuff to do during the day, so I need to get some stuff done out here. And then when I come back, we're gonna start shooting some paint. So, yesterday afternoon for a little bit, I didn't charge my camera batteries. Anyway, yesterday afternoon for a little bit, we worked out here and we taped off stuff. It's probably hard to see. We taped off our outlets and switch covers, did some of the vents in the ceiling. We didn't really film because if you thought drywall mudding was boring, you should watch somebody tape off outlets. So, boring, right? Anyway, I have a few more vents to tape off. I have one in here. So, vents and AC ducts. I'm gonna get those knocked out this morning. I only have maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. 5:45. Yeah, probably got about 2 hours I can work out here. So I got to get the rest of those taped off, and I think there's a couple outlets I got to get taped off. I'm gonna get those done. I'm gonna be gone most of the day. And then when I come back this afternoon, we're gonna start shooting paint. So I pulled out my paint sprayer yesterday. It works. Just have to prime it and stuff when the paint, when I pull the paint out. But we're gonna shoot primer today. I'm gonna try for 2 coats. It's supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to be almost 90, I think, low humidity, so it should be perfect to paint. So I'm gonna try for 2 coats of primer today, if I can. So with that, I will see you guys in a few hours. It'll be a few seconds for you guys, but it'll be later this afternoon. All right, we're back and we're ready. I'm all suited up. Got the mask, so I'm not breathing all this stuff in since there's zero airflow in here. I did go ahead and did a test on that wall there because I haven't used this painter before. I had to prime it and stuff. I think it'll be okay. So that's 1 coat, covers nicely. We'll have to see how much it absorbs in the drywall to see if I'm going to do 2 coats. I think I'd rather do 2 coats of primer and then 1 coat of paint instead of 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of paint. Or if I have to, I'll do 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of paint. But I probably, just by looking at that, it's not dry yet, but I'll probably end up with 2 coats of primer. But that paint sprayer works pretty good. So I wish I had a little bit thicker spray nozzle, wider spray nozzle. That one's a small one. I may try to get one for the paint, but I can't get one tonight. So we're gonna work our way across. I'm just gonna come all the way down, and I'll probably just come to this wall, then go in the master, just kind of zigzag my way all the way through the house and see how far we get. And then I'll probably come back and do the ceiling afterwards. Instead, out here, I don't really care. I'm not gonna back roll it. I will back roll the walls, but like I said, this is gonna get covered with shiplap, so this one won't really matter, but we'll start spraying. Probably won't be able to talk to you too much with this thing on because you probably can't hear me. So this may be quite a bit of time lapse, but I guess we'll find out. I'll give Tina a pass on this one. This is the first one she did. Even though it's probably my fault. That's gonna work. There's a lot of times over the last 20 months that I didn't think we would ever get to this point. So it's pretty awesome that we're here and we're towards the finish line. All right. Got a little bit of a white hair going on, but I don't know what to do with my beard, so. Anyway, I just did the master closet and bath. I didn't film because it's dark in there, and the less stuff I have, the better. And you notice I switched over and started doing the ceilings. It's not too bad in the small rooms. I don't want to do this ceiling yet, just because I don't want to do it. But the other reason why I don't want to do it yet is because I realized that when I ordered the primer, they had 5 buckets, 5 gallon buckets in stock, so that's why I ordered. And it took them a while to pull the order of all that stuff that we had. And by the time we went to pick it up, I forgot that I didn't buy enough primer. So these 3 are mostly empty. That thing stops with maybe half a gallon in there. So that one bucket has 1.5 gallons, which I'll dump in there. And I have 1 more bucket in the garage. So I'm not gonna be able to finish tonight, unfortunately. But I'm gonna jump in the pantry, knock out the pantry, come knock out these walls over here, and see if I can't work my way this way. Probably because that bathroom is small, and then that bedroom over there, I should have enough, hopefully, for that. So then I'll have this ceiling, those 3-4 rooms up there, and then the laundry room. So that's kind of where we're at. I'll have to run and get some tonight so I can get back to this tomorrow. I'm trying to have this first coat done because we got a lot of stuff coming up that I need to rush this, but not rush it to where we do a bad job. I just need to spend some time and get it done. So looking at it, I'm probably not gonna do 2 coats of primer. So there is that. That'll speed things up a little bit. But anyway, back to painting the pantry. Well, that's a wrap. Fresh out of paint. So, if I get this dang thing off. I'm not that old. That's paint. Got the bathroom done, and I got this bedroom done, all the walls. I wasn't able to do the ceiling, but I got the closet and the walls. So, living room's done. So we have living room, ceiling, laundry room, and those 4 rooms over there, and the ceiling in that 1 bedroom. So that's pretty good. I think we probably need, I'd say 3 buckets. You guys can't even see me. I set the camera outside so it wouldn't get all painted, and it's cooling down out there because it's dark. But I'll have to run and get the paint in the morning, and then we can finish up the primer. But so far so good. I'm liking it. It's looking good. Got dang bugs in here. This stuff's already dried pretty good. So I'll get my machine cleaned and go in, and probably like 9 o'clock, eat some supper and call it a night. Well, I got the boss's approval. She came out here. She said it looks good, so that's a good thing. I think it looks pretty good too. Definitely only doing 1 coat. Last night I wasn't sure, but looking at it today, for sure 1 coat is enough. I don't see any drywall. I do a little bit in the closet. I didn't back roll the closet, and there's streaks, and it honestly doesn't look that good, but good thing it's a closet, and good thing I back rolled everything else. So the rest of this looks pretty good. So you saw this is all done in here. So we went and got the paint this morning. Got to finish up in there. Bought some safety glasses. I was getting a little bit of paint in my eyes yesterday. Probably not the greatest thing for me. So I guess I'll get suited up and we'll start spraying. All right, well, the GoPro died, so you guys missed a little bit, but I was all out of batteries and it's hard to charge them in here. But yeah, that room's done, this room's done. I think that's where it died. That room's done, bathroom is done. I don't think I filmed in the bathroom because it's dark, but I can't remember. You guys would already know because you would have already seen it. And then I did the laundry room. Again, it's dark in here. I had to turn my light on down there so that I could see. But laundry room is done. Ceiling and walls. Drying pretty good. And then I did the ceiling in there and I ran out of paint. So I got 1 bucket left of primer. When we went to the store, I was gonna get 5 buckets. I thought I only needed 3. I was gonna get 5 just in case. We got 4 because that's all they had, even though they said they had 9 in stock. All I have left is the living room. So that's done. The little hallway is done over there and a little bit on that wall. And then that hallway is done. So I should have plenty. This is probably, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 48. No. What did I say? 6 times 4, 24. 24 times 24, so whatever that is. I'm not doing math. What is that, 500, just over, right under 600 square feet, right around there. So I should have enough, because I should have about a half bucket left over. So we'll spray the ceiling, and then we'll be done with the first coat of primer. And it's starting to sprinkle out there, so that's fun. But at least I'm in here. All right. Here we go, the last of it. All right, let me take this garbage off. We had enough paint. Woo! Whew. Not much, maybe a gallon or 2 left in there. So I can probably get, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buckets there. I could probably get another 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons. So I might use like a rubber spatula and scrape it out and put it all in 1 bucket, but I probably better not use the one that we use for food. So I might go to the dollar store and grab a rubber spatula and scrape that out just in case we need more primer. But like I said, I don't think that I'm gonna do 2 coats. I really don't think it needs it. Definitely doesn't need it on this wall. It's gonna be covered with cabinets and refrigerators and all that stuff. There might be a couple spots that need it in some of the bedrooms, but I could probably just roll it once I combine all that. If I find there's some thin spots, which there might have been last night. There might be some in the pantry. When it kind of got harder to see, there might be like maybe right here is a thin spot, but right here is where there's drywall mud, so probably don't need a ton of primer there. So I'll have to go around once it's with my light, because it's really hard to see with the windows blocked off. But yeah, I'm gonna get this paint sprayer cleaned up, washed out, and then we'll show you guys what it looks like, I guess. All right, well, that's where we're at. So we are ready for first coat of wall paint. We're gonna do this a little bit different. I think typically you do your ceilings and then your walls. We're gonna do our walls and then our ceiling, just for taping it off purposes. It's gonna be easier to tape the walls than it is the ceilings. And we're spraying, so we don't really have to worry about runs or anything. So we should be okay, but that's where we're gonna leave this video. Primer done, check. Productive couple days, getting that knocked out. It didn't take too long. So next up we can start shooting paint. Everything is gonna get painted the same color, and then we'll go back probably after we're in the house and add accent colors or accent walls or whatever else. But we're on crunch time, like I said, so every project just needs to get done as quick as we can, so we can move in and then we can add some stuff. So with that, I'm gonna go wash my beard and my face and my arms. Yeah, so that's where we'll leave this one. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tracy. Look.
Okay, go ride your bike.